Coordinator for Home Start Central Lancashire. Today we're going to be talking about potty training, and we're going to start off with a quote that says, "Potty training is a developmental process, not a race." It's really important when we're potty training our children that they're ready. How do we know when they're ready? Well, they'll be able to communicate when the nappy needs changing, so they can tell you if they want it changing. They might have dry nappies for long periods of time, so maybe go in a few hours. Children become self-aware as well. If they're hiding when they're having a bowel movement, they're aware of what they're about to do, so this might be a good time to start introducing the potty. This usually happens between 21 and 36 months of age, but it can happen earlier, it can happen later. It just depends when they're ready. How do we start potty training? Well, we can sit them on the potty when we're changing the nappy and just let them try and go. We can have the potty around so they can familiarise themselves with it, because some children won't have seen a potty before and it'll be a completely new thing for them. So for it to just appear one day and be expected to use it, it's a big shock to them. They might have older siblings as well that have potty trained and they've seen this, or if they've got other children in the family, so they might be already curious about it. The best time is when there's no changes in routine, so a lot of parents will do it in the 6-week holidays, or if they've got a week off work and everything's the same, they can spend a lot of time at home focusing on this. It's really important as well that if the child goes to a childminder, nursery, grandparents, that everyone's doing the same thing, so the child isn't getting mixed messages from everybody and everyone's using the potty with them. Sometimes in summer it can be easier as well for girls when they can wear dresses, for boys in shorts, just when less clothes can be worn. To also get them ready, there's lots of books around toileting, so if they like Peppa Pig or Paw Patrol, there's some books where they can go to the toilet and it talks them about it, and it just gets them used to the idea. A lot of parents will take the potty out with them as well, so if they're going out in the car, and then they can just sit them in it in the car if they do need to go, so then it's not sometimes they'll wear a nappy, sometimes they'll go on the potty, and again it's that same thing all the time. Talk to your child during nappy changes as well about what they've done so that they can communicate this. So if you're changing the nappy and it's wet and they've weed, you can tell them that, so then they learn then how that feels to tell you. So then this also gets them ready so they know when it needs changing. Also promoting good hygiene, so encouraging the children to wash their hands after they've had the nappy changed, and then when they've been to the potty, they'll follow this on as well. So we have a lot of children as well that will be dry during the day, and then at night time they might need pull-ups for bed. This is normal as well, just because when they're asleep sometimes they'll wake up, they'll need to go to the toilet or the potty, but they're not used to it, so they will wet the bed. Things to do to try and stop this: we can limit liquid intake before bed, encourage them to go to the toilet before bed, and reward any milestones, so consecutive dry nights that they've got. This could be with a reward chart, or if they want a treat at the end of the week, it's up to you what you decide to do. Get them involved with the clean-up as well, so changing the bedding, but it's really important that we don't put blame on the child and reassure them that it's not their fault. This is a developmental process, it's just something that they need to learn. Now we've got a few tips from parents that they've used when potty training. So what they've done is they've put a few sheets on the bed, so then if it is in the middle of the night and they've wet the bed, it can just be pulled off and there's already a sheet there with like a mattress protector. Lots of spare clothes if you're out and about or going to nursery, and a lot of parents forget socks as well because it does go everywhere. Sandals can be best, just so they can be all rinsed out. I remember when I worked at nursery and we were potty training and children would come in socks and trainers, and then they'd have to have no shoes on all day, so it's a lot easier to have the sandals. If any of this does distress the child or they get upset, it might just be that they're not ready right now. And it's important that we listen to that and we give them another few weeks, as this could deter them and then prolong the process. If they do have an accident, don't make a fuss about it, just get them involved in cleaning up, as it could cause them to hold it in. So we've got top tips. 1, when the child is ready, so ensuring that they are ready to be potty trained and that they've shown the signs that we've talked about. Introducing them to the potty, books. Another thing with the potty that we could do, if they're like dolls or teddies, we could put that on the potty to show them how to use it if they don't have older siblings that they've not seen and they're not familiar with it. Loose clothing and not making a fuss about accidents, just getting them changed and letting the child know that this is normal. Number 4, stopping if the child does become distressed and if they do get upset. And 5, being consistent, doing the same thing. It's not something that you could do in a day. It does have to be over a certain amount of time for the child to learn and understand it, and making sure that nursery and other family members are doing the same thing. Thank you.